Hey guys, what's up? Abomination 9 here. We're back playing some more Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Links. We left off. We got some okay stuff. I don't remember if it was all that amazing. We got some Blast Magicians, I think. We got what, Priestess of the Macabre, I think. I think that's her name, something like that. But this episode we are going to be opening some Ultimate Rising packs, which I want all the I want Sonic Bird, Honey Honey's alright. I think I have Honey Honey in real life. Spear Karibo, just because Karibo. This guy's pretty good, 1700 for no sacrifice. Obviously Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, though I kind of don't care for Blue Eyes, period, just because I always go with the protagonist of animes and shows and whatnot. So since Yu-Gi-Oh's the protagonist, Kaiba's kind of the antagonist to some extent. He's kind of like an anti-hero, really, not necessarily too much of an antagonist, but we can still call him an antagonist for our purposes. That's why I have no affinity for Blue Eyes or its descendants, or whatever. Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. It's strong, but I don't type as the antagonist. But we can also get Judge Man, just because he's an OG card that I remember. That Shard of Greed's okay. This Curse Mask, a Mask of the Accursed, or this right here means cursed. So that when I see it, I just say cursed, but it's a Mask of the Accursed. Magical Hats, I think Maximilian Pegasus used this card, if I remember correctly. Reinforcements, that's OG card. Crab Turtles, alright. This guy's alright, I think. Clowns, OG. Here's the cards I want. These four right here. They're able to take control of the enemy's card if it's of their type. Karate Man's good. He's able to double his attack at the cost of losing him. Dream Clown's good. Skull Angel's okay. Muka Muka's really good because I get 300 attack and defense for each card in your hand. Though they kind of... he's kind of nerfed in this because, again, I thought... I had the notion that Yu-Gi-Oh is supposed to be 8,000 life points, 40 to 60 cards, and you probably like draw 6 or 7. But in this game you draw 4, 20 to 30 cards in the deck, and 4,000 life points, which it really bothers me. But we're not going to go into that again. Dragon Zombies OG. That Bone I think is okay. That Sword I think was alright. Those guys are alright, I think. These cards right here, those 4 were alright. That guy's alright, I think. She's probably alright. I think there's something coming up that's pretty cool, too. I think that's okay. I didn't look at the slot machine. We don't have to look at all of these, because now we're losing the surprise. Alright, so 20 of these with the last of our gems. I'll only have 100 left, which is only 2 packs. Parasitic Tiki. No questionable attack and defense. Attack and defense of this card is equal to the number of tokens on the field times 500. Guardian Bao. 800, 400, no sacrifice. Cannot be summoned unless you control a face-up Wicked Breaking Flamberge Bao. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, it gains 1000 attack. Negate the effects of monsters destroyed by battle with this card. So it's not too bad. If it actually kills something, it gains 1000. And oh my god, yes, Muka Muka right off the freaking bat. Amazing card, in my opinion. I think I have / had this card. I probably do. Again, like, if I actually go through the effort, I will be showing myself on the side somewhere, showing you me actually owning these cards in real life. Rod of the Mind's Eye. If a monster equipped with this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, the damage becomes 1,000 points. So a weakling will do 1,000, so it's not too bad. Yes! We got one of the older version mages, though I kind of want the younger ones more, but this is alright as well. Once per turn, you contribute 1 earth monster to special summon 1 earth monster from your hand. This monster special summoned by this effect is destroyed if she or he is removed from the side from your side of the field. So you can pretty much special summon a 2-cost monster for the cost of 1 if you have this card. And Skull Redbird, pretty decent. No sacrifice, 1550. Secret Path to the Treasures. Select one face-up monster with attack equal to 1,000 points or less on your side of the field during the turn this card is activated. The selecting monster can attack your opponent's life points directly. So that's pretty good. Can you actually buff that card after using this card? So say you slap it on and then buff it with something that makes it hit even harder. Will this card just get destroyed, or will that still go through? Insect Soldiers of the Sky. This is pretty good because it does 2,000 damage to anything that is a wind type. The attack of this card increases by 1,000 points whenever it attacks wind monster. And Karate Man, cool. So Karate Man's thing is he's 1,000, 1,000 for no sacrifice, but you can make him a 2,000, 2,000 at the cost of his life at the end of the turn. I know the Avalanching Ozia, that's pretty good, so we can have an Earth deck if we wanted, with her in it. Fortress Whale's Oath. This card, or him, or her. This card is used to ritual summon Fortress Whale. You must also tribute monsters whose total levels equal 7 or more from the field or your hand, but I don't have a Fortress Whale, so hopefully we get it. And Divine Dragon Excellion. Or Excellion. I like Excellion better. When this card is normal summoned, it gets one of the following effects for each Divine Dragon Excellion in your graveyard. When this effect resolves, these effects cannot accumulate. So this card gains 1,000 attack. So I'm guessing if you have a bunch of these guys in the graveyard, he gains thousands and thousands of attack. Or this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, it can attack once again in a row, which is okay. Or when this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the destroyed monster. All okay, though the 1,000 is probably the best if you have multiple Excellions in the graveyard. Storming Wind, cool, we got another one. Once per turn, again, the same thing. Sacrifice a wind monster to special summon a wind monster from your hand. And of course you're pretty much sacrificing one monster to net the most profit, so you would use it to sacrifice or spawn something that requires a 2 sacrifice. Ascending Soul. Once per turn, when a ritual monster is ritual summoned, you can target one monster in your graveyard that was tributed for the ritual summon and add that target to your hand. That's pretty good, honestly, if you're going tributes. Backup Soldier. Now, I for sure have this card because I saw it the other day while shifting through my stuff. Well, there are 5 or more monsters in your graveyard. Target up to 3 non-effect monsters with 1,500 or less attack in your graveyard. Add them to your hand. So it's pretty alright. Uh-oh. Special yellow Yugi. Novox Prayer. This card is used to ritual summon Skull Guardian. You must also offer monsters whose total level stars equal 7 or more as a tribute from the field or your hand. Which we don't have that yet, I don't think. White Elephant's Gift. Send one face-up effect monster you control to the graveyard and draw 2. And Shard of Greed, great, super rare because I wanted this. You play this card, it's continuous until... Or does it stay up forever? Each time you draw a card for your normal draw in your draw phase, place 1 greed counter on this card. You can send this card with 2 or more greed counters to the graveyard, draw 2 cards. So it's continuous until you draw 2 cards, and then you can sacrifice it to get 2 more cards. So yeah, too long didn't read. After you draw 2 cards, you get to draw 2 more. Card Rotator. Send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Change the battle positions of all monsters your opponent controls. Face down, defense position. Monsters are flipped to face up, attack position. So it's alright. I just like this card because it has a bean guy in it. The bean guy is really strong. He's 1750 for no sacrifice. He has no defense though. Element Doom. Fiends. This monster gets the following effects while there is a monster with the following attributes on the field. When there's an earth on the field, negate the effect of an effect monster that this card destroyed by battle, or if there's a wind, it's either or both, because of course if we have earth and wind, I guess it would get both of them. Wind. If this card destroyed your opponent's monsters by battle, it can attack once again in a row. So it's alright, no sacrifice for a 15 is pretty good, especially with Fiend and Yugi's deck. He's actually a 17-15 because I think his defense was 1200. Zombie, a dragon. Oh, we don't have to read that. So it's a no sacrifice 1600, which is pretty decent. Probably can get buffed if you're running zombie deck. So this was a 3 Kuribo. Another insect soldier, so 2000 against wind. A parasitic Tiki. And Judgment of Anubis. I have this card too. When your opponent activates a spell card that would destroy a spell or trap cards on the field, discard one card, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it, then you can destroy one face-up monster your opponent controls, and if you do that, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack on the field. Conscription. Excavate the top card of your opponent's deck, and if it is a monster that can be normal summon set, special summon it to your side of the field, otherwise add the card to your opponent's hand. It's okay. Hourglass of Courage. It's no sacrifice, 1100 with 1200. This card is normal or flip summoned, or its original attack and defense are halved, and its original attack and defense are halved until the end of phase of your next turn. After that, the original attack and defense are doubled. So if it can last a turn, it becomes a 22 by 24, which is pretty good. And Crass Clown, which is pretty cool. Crass Clown. When this card is changed from defense position to attack position, return one monster on your opponent's side of the field to their hand. So he's a pretty good card. No sacrifice for 1350 by 400. Not the strongest, but in Yugi's deck he's a 1550 by 1700. Turtle Oath. So if we get Turtle Crab or Crab Turtle, whatever it's called, we can, or Crab Turtle, yeah, we can summon it. So this card is use a ritual summon Crab Turtle, and you need enough level stars equal to 8 to summon that monster. Samsara. Monster cards tributed for ritual summon are returned to the owner's deck instead of being sent to the graveyard. That is a great card. Twin Swords of Flashing Light Trice. I think I have / had this card. Send one card from your hand to the graveyard. Equip this card to a monster. It loses 500 attack, but it can make a second attack during each battle phase. That's alright. That's a pretty good card, I think. And that's all we got from there. So special card we got there was some Shard of Greed. But we also got Karate Man and Muka Muka, which those are pretty good. We also got two of those and one of these, which is what I wanted. There's probably some other good stuff too. We've got a bunch of tribute cards right here, but nothing we didn't actually get the cards that they make. So not too great, not too bad either. So here's our last 10 cards that we can actually get. Or 10 packs, I guess, our last 30 cards that we're going to get. Blazing Hita, which is pretty good. Again, this is a card that sacrifice one fire monster to summon one fire monster from your hand. Again, netting profit of dropping one monster to spawn a monster that requires 2 otherwise. Morale boost. Each time a player equips an equipped spell card, increase the life points of the controller of that equipped spell card by 1,000 points. Each time an equipped spell card is removed from field, the controller of that equipped spell card takes 1,000 points of damage. Curse of Aging. Discard one card from your hand, decrease the attack and defense of all monsters on your opponent's side of the field by 500 points until the end of the turn this card is activated. That's not bad. Ascending Soul again, Samsara again, and Backup Soldier again. All pretty good cards, I think. Oh, that was a blue tinted pack. Faith Bird, 15 by 1100 for free, so it's okay. Skull Redbird, 1550 by 1200, again, that's alright. And White Elephant's Gift, again, alright. Why are we getting so many? Like, we didn't get this many dupes back to back in the Crimson set. Novox's Prayer. We already got one of these again. It's a tribute card. Meteorine. Trap card. During this turn, when your monsters attack with an attack that is higher than the defense of your opponent's defensive position monster, inflict the defense difference as battle damage to your opponent's life points. That's okay. And Dream Clown, good card. When this card is changed from attack to defense, destroy one monster on your opponent's side. So you slap him down in defense. If he's able to last a turn, you can slap him into defense and kill something. Triple Caribs. Triple Caribs with blue flashing Yugi. The spell Absorbing Life. I think this is an OG card. That name sounds familiar. Flip all face-down defense position monster cards on the field face up. Flip effects are not activated at this time. Increase your life points by 400 for each affected monster card on the field. That's okay. Restructure Revolution. Inflict 200 points of damage to your opponent's life points for each card in your opponent's hand. That's really good. Though, again, crippled by this game set of 4-card draw, 30 20 to 30 cards in deck and 4,000 life points. And our curse card, Mask of the Accursed. The monster equipped with this card cannot attack. The controller of the equipped monster takes 500 points of damage during each of the standby phases. So this card's really good because the monster can attack, and they keep taking damage. They have to either sacrifice it, or the enemy has to kill it. Which, why would you kill it if it's that useful to you? So it's pretty much you're leaving it up there until they actually sacrifice it for something bigger. But it's a really good card otherwise, I think, because you're stopping it from attacking it and they're taking 500. Blazing Kita. So that's pretty good. Didn't we get this already? Why is it saying anew? So yeah, drop one fire type to summon a fire type from your hand. Guardian Bow. We got this one before. And Sword of Dark Destruction. A dark monster equipped with this card increases attack by 400 points, but decreases the defense by 200. So it's not bad. Uh-oh, Yugi. Yugi senses something. Parasitic Tiki. Great Mammoth of Gold Fine. It's the snake hair plus dragon zombie. Creates a mammoth? That doesn't make any sense. We had 2200 by 1800 for a fusion. Though there's a card in one of the sets that gives 1500, I think, attack and defense to fusion cards that are under level 6. So if you have that card, this card's actually pretty good. Twister Super Rare. Pay 500 life points, then target one face-up spell or trap card on the field, destroy that target. Not worth it. But I'm pretty sure people would get used out of it, especially wasting 500 life points in a pool of only 4,000 isn't that great. Oh, again, Yugi likes something. Oh, here we go, Fortress Whale. Now we can actually summon this guy, because we have the tribute, we just needed him. Fortress Whale. So 2350 by 2150, so meh. And it has no special effects. But it's a fish, I guess, so if you're running a fish deck, you would want to use this, I guess. Vilon So we either got 2 rares or the next card's pretty good. 15 by 200, and it does not require sacrifice. This card is normal summon, target one equipped spell card in your graveyard, banish that target, and if you do, add it to your hand during the next standby phase. So it's alright. It's pretty good, I guess. And another super rare, which is just Twister. Triple Karibo. Triple Karibo Yellow Flash Yugi Bam pack, apparently. Bladafly. As long as this card remains face up on the field, increase the attack of all wind monsters by 500 points and decrease the attack of all earth monsters by 400. So is this a wind? It is a wind type, so it's technically a 1100 mob. And if you have some sort of field that boosts wind types, it'll be even stronger. I'm assuming like 200, so it'll be a 1300. Plus, if you have the wind summoner and wind controller, then like it's pretty good. So in a deck with these bugs plus the summoners and controllers, yeah, it's not, you get a pretty good deck out of that. And Chad the Javelin, this is a great card. I do have this card. I remember seeing it because this is an OG card. Increase the life points by the attack of one attacking monster, which is pretty good. An ultra rare. So we did pull an ultra rare out of the set at least. Autonomous Action Unit. Pay 1500 life points again in the life pool of 4000. That's really harsh. then target one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon that target to your side of the field in face-up attack position and equip it with this card. When this card leaves the field, destroy that equipped monster. So at the cost of 1500, grab something out of your opponent's deck and use it as your own. Which is meh. Again, in a life pool of 4,000, it's meh. It's only okay if you somehow killed a god tier monster and are able to pull it out of their graveyard. Another yellow Yugi. Element Doom, which we've got before. Insect Soldier, got that before as well. Makyu, the Magical Mist, super rare. Target one Summon Skull or Thunder type, which I don't have Summon Skull, but he is in another set of cards. Target one, I do have Summon Skull though I won't show it since I haven't got him out of a pack yet. Target one Summon Skull or Thunder type monster you control. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls with defense less than or equal to the attack of that monster. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activated this card. That's not bad. Oh, is that it? Well, at least we got this ultra rare. To get this ultra rare, we got another Curse Mask, or yeah, we got two of these, I think. No, we only got one. Oh man, only one of these. We got more of these guys. We got more of her. What else was good? That was alright, I think. The whale was good. This bug is kind of good. This clown's good. So nothing too great out of this, but that's alright. I mean, we could blow two more. Actually, we get three. You know what? Why not? Let's. Since this is the last video I can actually do, let's grab two more or three more. Elemental Magician, which I think this is okay. Monsters get. It's a free 15 by 12. This monster gets the following effects while there is a monster with the following attributes on the field. So if there's a water, control of this card cannot be switched, or if there's a wind, this card is destroyed by your opponent's monster by battle, it can attack once again. If it destroys your opponent's monster, it can attack again. So if you want it to be combined with a wind, I think. Malice Ascended, I think this is a good card. It's a free 700 by 1000 once per turn. During your opponent's standby phase, send one card from the top of their deck to the graveyard for each Malice Ascendant in your graveyard. This card must be face up on the field to activate this resolve and to resolve that effect. So it's pretty good if you're able to get Malices in the graveyard, because making your opponent discard cards in this meta of only allowing 20 to 30 cards in the deck is pretty good. This is kind of one of the cards from this game that actually benefits from this game's 20, 30, 4,000 life points, 4 cards draw kind of thing it has going for it. Staunch Defender, rare. You can only activate this card when your opponent declares an attack. Select one face-up monster on your side of the field during this turn. Your opponent can only designate the selected monster as an attack target, and your opponent must attack the selected monster with all face-up monsters. That's pretty good. Yeah. Let's grab one more. I kind of want to open up a Crimson, honestly, but I don't want to combine that. Oh, we got Mega Kuriboh this time. Contract with the Aqua Mirror. Was this one pretty good? I think this one might have been pretty good. If you control a face-up water monster, activate one of these effects. If you control a face-up water ritual monster, you can activate both of these effects. Look at all set cards in your opponent's spell and trap card zone, or look at the two top cards of either player's deck and return them to the top of the deck in any order. It's okay. Bikuri Box. It's a Crash Clown and a Dream Clown. So you're sacrificing both of these cards' really good effects for something that's 23 by 2000, which I don't think that was really worth it, honestly. The power for losing their ability to just kill things or throw something back into the opponent's hand, and a Vylon which we've looked at before, and last out of these sets, Triple Kuriboh Yellow Yugi, Nutrient Z. This card can only be activated during your opponent's damage step. During this turn, if you take battle damage of 2,000 points or more, increase your life points by 4,000 points before the damage is subtracted from your life points. Wow, that's freaking good. Insect Soldier of the Sky again, that's a pretty good card. Wonder Balloon, super rare, that's pretty good to end off on Nutrient Z plus Wonder Balloons. Once per turn, you can send any number of cards from your hand to the graveyard. Place 1 balloon counter on this card for each card sent to the graveyard. All monsters your opponent controls lose 300 attack for each balloon counter on this card. That's pretty good. So hey guys, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment, you'll do. See ya.